The Raging Battles event is starting around the world in Pokemon Go. And this, along with the Go Battle Week going down, are not events you want to miss because there's an amazing new Pokemon coming. Let's talk about it. So this event is going to be going down January 19th at 10 a.m. to January 24th at 8 p.m. Spawns during the event will be Mankey, Machop, Lickitung, Gligar, Sableye, Throw, and Sock, both globally worldwide, so they're not going to be region locked anymore, and Scraggy. We'll also see the bonuses of more Team Rockets appearing at Pokestops and in balloons, and the 1-star raids of Snubbull, Houndour, Pancham, Marini, and 3-star raids of Primeape, Gyarados, Zweilous, and 5-star raids of Therian form of Thundurus, and Mega raids from Mega Medicham. However, there'll also be the Go Battle League Timeless Travels event going down along with this event. It'll be going down the exact same time, January 19th at 10 a.m. to January 24th at 8 p.m. And you'll have the bonus of 4 times Stardust from your PvP Rin rewards, which are the rewards on the reward track. You'll also be able to do up to 50 battles every single day in the Go Battle League, and the leagues that will be active will be the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League during this event. Finally, you can now get Annihilape in Pokemon Go by evolving your Primapes for 50 candies, but before you do, you need to make your Primeape your buddy, and you need to defeat 30 Ghost or Psychic type Pokemon in battles, whether that be in trainer battles, Go Battle League, I believe raid battles counts as well. The fastest way to probably do this is going to be to just get your friend to just auto lose against you if you guys just choose to battle, but you can also do this a long way if you want to do it through Go Battle League or raids. We'll also have exclusive field research tasks during the event with the task catch 3 fighting type Pokemon for 5 revives or power up Pokemon 5 times for a Mankey encounter. There'll also be 2 collection challenges, the Inner Focus and Vital Spirit collection challenge, requiring you to catch all of the wild spawns and actually evolve Mankeys into Primapes to get some TMs and some Stardust. Finally, there'll be the Go Battle Week timed research task, requiring you to battle in the Go Battle League 5 times, 10 times, use 10 super effective charge attacks, power Pokemon 10 times for a bunch of XP, rare candy, the Indigo hat, as well as an elite charge TM, so definitely finish that one. With the event details of the way, let's get right into the tips and tricks, and there is a lot of things we need to talk about because this is an amazing event for PvP players. Let's first take a look at the wild spawns and what are the best ones during this event. First of all, we have Mankey in there, which evolves into Annihilape, which we're going to talk about in a second, but that Pokemon you definitely want to be catching. Machop's also in there, which evolves into Machamp. Machamp is a good fighting type raid attacker and also good in the Great League and Ultra League. Lickitung's in there, which Lickitung is an amazing Great League Pokemon, one of the best safe swaps right now, and very hard to get candy, so it's great we're seeing this Pokemon in the wild. Gligar's in there, which is also a really good Pokemon before you even evolve it. This is actually one of the Pokemon that brought me to Legend last season. You can also evolve Gligar into Gliscor, which is going to be really good in the Ultra League. Sableye is in there, which not only does get you 750 Stardust every time you catch it, which is great for getting a bunch of Stardust, but it also has a Mega form in the game right now. On top of that, any Shadow Sableyes that you've caught and purified to get the Legacy move Return are going to be really, really good in the Great League, so great to go ahead and grind candies for those purified Sableyes. Finally, Scraggy is in there, which evolves into Scrafty. Scrafty is a good Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. Although it has fallen off, it can core break a lot of teams. Now, like I mentioned, we need to talk about Annihilape because that is a new Pokemon during this event that you can get from catching those Mankeys in the wild and evolving them or evolving any of your old Mankeys. Now, if you don't know, Annihilape is going to be a fighting and ghost type Pokemon, which is a really cool typing combination. It'll have an attack stat of 220, defense of 178, and stamina of 242 with a max CP level 50 of 3,695. Now, as far as a raid attacker goes, unfortunately, it will not perform well as both a fighting or a ghost type raid attacker, so do not use it there. But when it comes to PvP, this is a Pokemon you're going to want on your roster. Taking a look at its matchup spread against the Open Great League, you're looking at a 25 win percentage and 19 losses, which is actually really, really good. On top of that is a Pokemon that can beat some of the top meta Pokemon right now, like for example, Poliwrath, which is one of the best fighting type Pokemon in the game right now for PvP, but Annihilape does amazing against it because it has a ghost typing, so it will resist all of Poliwrath's fighting type moves. And also, it's a Pokemon that knows counter, and counter is one of the most broken moves in the game. If you want to jump over to the Ultra League, it's going to have exactly a 50% win ratio. Again, beating Poliwrath, Steelix, Registeel, Cobalion. It says here it loses to Giratina Altered Form, but with a couple Night Slash buffs, it could definitely flip that matchup. Overall, with the moveset of Counter, Close Combat, and Night Slash, gives it one of the best movesets in the game, not only be able to bait, but also buff its attack and also nuke with Close Combat. You could even potentially use this thing in the Master League, more so like the Master League Premier Cup, but overall, get one for the Great League and the Ultra League because that's probably where it'll perform the best, and it'll be an amazing new addition to the meta. Nonetheless, that moves us right into the raids, and what are the best raids to go after during this event. Starting in the 1-star raids, we have Snubbull in there, which evolves into Granbull, which is a good fairy type raid attacker. Houndour is also in there, which evolves into Houndoom, which does have a mega in the game right now and is one of the best dark type raid attacking megas, definitely worth grabbing. Also, Marini is in there, which evolves into Toxapex, which is a great Great League Pokemon and really good for some limited Great League metas. In the 3-star raids, we'll see Primeape in there, which you can evolve into your Annihilape, Annihilape if you need that, or just catch those in the wild. Gyarados is also in there, which does have a mega in the game right now, which is a good water type raid attacking mega. And also Gyarados is pretty good in the Ultra League. Finally, Zweilous is in there, which Zweilous does see some play in some limited Great League metas sometimes, but you can also evolve those into Hydreigons, which is one of the best dark type raid attackers in the game. Hydreigon is really, really good with the legacy move of Brutal Swing. Now, we've talked a lot about all these Pokemon being meta relevant, but one thing we need to make sure we're getting during this event is candies for a lot of these Pokemon, because these Pokemon do not come in the wild very often. Like Gligar has not spawned in the wild for over like 4 months. So let's talk about my best candy tips to get you ready for this event. Number 1, use Pineapple Berries on all of these wild spawns. Regular Pineapple Berries will multiply catch candy by 2 and Silvers by 2.34. So use those pineapples. You can also go ahead and mega evolve a Pokemon. If you don't know when you mega evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that mega, you'll get more candy, XP, and XL candy for catching those Pokemon, as long as the mega is mega leveled up a little bit. Taking a look at all the wild spawns, the best mega, in my opinion, to mega evolve is probably going to be Mega Pidgeot or Mega Lopunny. Let me explain. You see, if you mega evolve a Mega Pidgeot, you will get more candies for Gligar and Lickitung, which are 2 of the most meta relevant Pokemon we see in the wild right now. However, if you decide to go with a Mega Lopunny, you will get more XL candies for Mankey, Machop, Lickitung, Throw, Sock, and Scraggy. So although you'll be hitting more of the wild spawns, you will be missing out on that Gligar, which is nice to have XL candies for. At the end of the day, I think the most important thing is mega evolve a normal type, because Lickitung XL candies are really hard to get, and it's a very strong Pokemon, so you want to make sure you're definitely grinding those candies. Nonetheless, what you can do to grind those candies is trade Pokemon. It's a season of timeless travels, which means every time you trade away a Pokemon, you'll get a guaranteed XL candy and 2 regular candies. If you catch a bunch of Lickitungs, Gligars, Sableyes, whatevers during the event, trade them away to a friend, you're going to be grinding a lot of extra candies every time you trade one of those away. Finally, go ahead and transfer Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, there's no more 2 times transfer candy event for the rest of January, but hopefully in February of 2024, we will have a 2 times transfer candy event. So hold on to some of these Pokemon if you can and transfer them. I will update you on the channel when the next one is. Finally, that brings us into our Platinum Medal tips. You need 35 Platinum Medals, go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go. Which ones should we be working on during this event? The first one I'm going to recommend here is going to be the Scientist Medal Evolve 2000 Pokemon. Now, the reason being is Machop is a spawn. If you don't know, if you've actually traded a Machop and received it from trade, evolving that Machop into Machoke is going to be 25 candies, but then evolving that Machoke into Machamp is completely free, 0 candies. So what you can do is trade a bunch of Machops with your friend and virtually make 2 evolutions to get points towards this medal for only 25 candies, which is a great conversion rate. Also, this will be a great way to grind XP. Next up, the Rising Star Medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. Obviously, we have a couple exclusive raids during this event, so, you know, if there's any of these Pokemon you've never raided before, do one raid for them, like, I don't know, Pancham. Some people have never raided that. Do one raid, get a point towards this medal. We also have more Team Rockets spawning during this event, which is kind of a weird bonus, but the Hero Medal, defeat 200 Team Go Rocket members, is a great one to work on. They'll be more common in the wild. Although we cannot remove frustration from the shadow Pokemon we do catch, it is still great to work on this medal. In line with this medal as well is the Purifier Medal, purify 1,000 shadow Pokemon. If you're doing more Team Go Rocket grunts and you get some bad IV or shadow Pokemon you'll never use, you might as well purify them to get points towards this medal. I'll also link below a video on my 1,000 Stardust purify Pokemon. There are some Pokemon that are a lot cheaper to purify, so if you want to save dust and still do this medal, purify the Pokemon in the video below. Final medal I'll mention is going to be the Ultra League Trainer Medal, the Master League Trainer Medal, and the Great League Trainer Medal, where you have to win 1,000 battles in each of the leagues. It is obviously Go Battle Week, which means you're going to be getting 50 battles every single day. So if you're really trying to push for Legend and try to get a lot of battles in, these are great medals to work on during this time, because you can get a lot of wins in any of the leagues you're missing wins on. Also, if you do plan on doing a lot of battles this week, guys, check out my video right below me breaking down the top tips I use to reach Legend in Pokemon Go, if that is something you're interested in doing during this Go Battle Week. But that is pretty much the video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know if you're excited for this event or not, and follow for tips. Peace.